Hello, good evening to you all out there, our viewers and listeners. It's been a while. We are back with a bang. Once again, welcome to your most educative program live on Ghana's #1 online radio, Peny Radio. We say hope for the hopeless. This is indeed the maiden edition, the 2021 edition of your most educative program, Grammar Check, here on Peny Radio. Please stay tuned. So as you're all aware, on the 19th of January, I introduced to you three beautiful ladies. Two are new now onto the Grammar Check team. And here we have, can you introduce yourselves, please?
Miss Esther Newman.
And then?
I'm Justina. What's more?
Thank you very much. Here we have, can you introduce yourself? Welcome once again to Grammar Check.
Thank you.
How has it been getting here? Tiring
Of course.
after
so
online
hectic,
class?
Like you know.
After online class, the stress and coming here, it's not easy. But it's good.
But are you ready for today's program?
Yeah, we are ready for it.
So, then to our viewers and listeners, we've actually exhausted most of our time, so we're going straight into today's program. And for our very first segment, we have our grammatical expressions. So, Justina and Esther, if you could, or can you simply do us the honors of giving us the 2 words and 1 phrase we have under the grammatical expression segment? Tina first.
All right, thank you. So, with the first expression, it is bush
Bush meat.
Bush meat.
What of you, Esther? The second one?
Regret.
Regret.
Yes.
And the last one, Justina?
Oh,
Oh. We will return as usual to delve deeper and to grant you the needed comprehension to use the following. So to our viewers out there, COVID-19 is real, and as such, we need to protect ourselves against the deadly virus, with its new variant being very resistant to the vaccines across the globe. So, Justina, can you help us with the very first phrase under the first segment, the grammatical expressions? We have bushmeat, which is very common in our Ghanaian setting. What should we know about bushmeat and its usage in the English language?
okay. So when we say bush meat is a direct translation from the Akan word remunam,
Okay,
where bush means rare and meat means nam.
okay, remunam.
Remunam.
So it's a direct translation.
Exactly.
Wow, wow. What
Direct
more
translation.
should we know about
And that
this?
is meat from the forest or from a hunting expedition.
Okay.
So it must be noted, however, that the expression bushmeat is used by many educated Ghanaians. In very formal situations, use game
Instead of bushmeat.
bushmeat. Instead of bushmeat. So game means wild animals or birds that are hunted for food.
So instead of okay, let's
So
say.
instead of using the bush meat, you have to say game. So usually seen in our Ghanaian context, people usually say it is bush meat, rumunam, direct translation, but it is game meat. That is the correct pronunciation.
So it should be game, not bushmeat.
Yes, please.
Wonderful,
Yes,
wonderful,
please.
wonderful. Thanks so much for such an education. We will return with the very second word under the first segment, the grammatical expressions. Please stay tuned. So welcome back to the second word under the first segment, the grammatical expressions. And Lester, it's your turn. We have regret. Regret.
Yes.
Justina, can you help us with the first sentence under the word regret?
All right, so under regret, it is, if you marry that lady, you'll regret in the future.
If you marry
That lady, you will regret in the future.
This is actually incorrect.
It is incorrect.
So what should we know, Esther?
The correct sentence should be, if you marry that lady, you will regret it in the future.
So there is an object missing there.
Yes,
and
please.
that object is it.
It.
Yes.
So regret is more or less like an regret is more or less like not more or less per se. Regret is a transitive verb. So it
Exactly.
carries an object.
Yes.
Intransitive verbs do not
Do
carry,
not carry
an
an
object.
object.
But
Yes.
once it's a transitive verb, it should carry an object.
Exactly.
But why should it be so? Why should it be you will regret it and not you regret in the future? Why should it be so? Or you, Esther, would you help us with that one too?
It must be so because we are using regret and it's a transitive verb. So transitive verb, an object must come after it. So you can't just leave the it and bring the in there. It will be wrong.
Okay.
And for example, if you want to use it with no object, it should be like action.
Okay,
You get
okay,
it?
okay.
Or I regret my action. That one is correct.
No, I think you're talking about an object.
Yes.
So the
Exactly.
object here is the action.
Yes.
Okay. So if you can take the reason why it should be she regrets it. No. If you can take the reason it should be you will regret it in the future and not you regret in the future, I will be happy. Kindly take that again. You are saying regret is a transitive verb.
Yeah.
Okay. So it must take a direct object.
Yes.
Can you help us in your own voice? Kindly take
The
that
sentence
sentence again.
again.
Yes, please.
Okay. So should I go?
Yes, please.
Okay. The reason I was saying that the second sentence is the correct word sentence is that in transitive verb and there should be a direct object. Yes, and in the first sentence there was no direct object
Which was it.
it
Good.
attached to the transitive verb.
Yes,
So it was wrong.
Yes, please.
But the second sentence there was a direct object
Which was the it.
which was the it.
Good. And you are giving us another example, which is that she regrets her actions. So
And
you've added
an
an object to
to-
the regret
Yes,
in this
please.
sentence.
Yeah.
So I'm sure most people out there are victims of this particular
Exactly.
word.
Yes.
Exactly.
Are we one of them?
Yes. Oh, sometimes.
Are we part of them? Are we part of them?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yes. Sometimes when you forget yourself and you're speaking too much,
Yeah.
you do realize you say something, then later when you sit down, it's like, what did
Wow,
I really say?
Yeah. Sometimes you don't even realize you're making a
Mistake. Until like somebody corrects you and tell you, my dear, like you are making a
I
mistake.
think just a reminder to our viewers out there and our listeners as well, please, the coronavirus pandemic is real. Kindly mask up, get your hands sanitized, and sanitize regularly. Thank you. getting interesting, isn't it?
Yes,
Okay.
it is.
Let's move to the very last word under the first segment. We have all.
Yep.
Okay.
All. So, Justine, I'm going to take the first sentence.
Okay.
She has 2 children. All of them are girls. Am I correct?
Please, you are wrong.
The stress is on the
You are
wrong.
wrong.
What should we know?
So the correct sentence is, she has 2 children, both of,
Interesting. Why is it
Yes.
so?
because when you say all,
Yes.
all is referred to or is given to 2 or more people or plenty.
More
like
than 2.
More
you
than
mean?
2.
Kindly help us
So
with that
the-
sentence again.
Okay, so the all is used for more than 2 people.
Yes, please.
And
Just to
emphasizes
refer
on
to-
2 people.
Excellent.
Only 2.
Excellent.
Yes.
So it should have been
Both of them,
of them
are
are
girls.
girls and not all of them are girls, because both
Yes.
is used for 2 people
Yes.
or 2 things,
Yes.
whereas all
All
is
is
used
used
for
for
more
more
than.
than 2.
This is interesting. You ladies are very intelligent.
Thank
And
you.
Miss Winifred Araba Wilson,
Yeah.
we wish you
Speedy
a
A
recovery.
speedy recovery. And we love you, girl.
yes, please get well soon. That's
Oh.
a shout out to you.
Yeah.
We will return with the second segment being the error pasta. And please do not miss this segment.
Yeah.
This is where we help you to pronounce words rightly
Yes.
in public and to correct others.
My favorite.
Thank you. We will return. Please stay tuned. So we are back, and we are back indeed to educate. So now we have our second segment being the error buster. This segment affords our viewers and listeners the opportunity to learn the correct pronunciation. And for today's words, we have 2. One being, Esther, can you take the spelling for the very first
Yeah.
one? Can you
L-
take the spelling for
okay.
the very first one, please?
Okay. Leopard and D.
Let's take it together.
Leopard.
Justina and Esther, one day I had the opportunity to teach a particular class for a day. Now in the class, there were some keywords in a particular English reading book. I wouldn't like to mention the brand.
Okay.
And I heard the student say, leopard. This is a mispronunciation of the word we are looking at today. Can you break that error for us? What should it be, Justina?
Okay, so the correct pronunciation of the word is leopard,
Leopard and not leopard.
no
Yeah.
leopard.
You've been rightly informed out there. Please, the word is leopard.
Leopard.
Do not be deceived by the EO there to think it's leopard. It's
Yeah.
leopard. As we promised our listeners and then viewers on the 19th of January, we intend to go beyond 1
Yeah.
Yeah.
when it comes to the error pasta.
Yes. EASTORAL.
Can we take it for the last time?
PASTORAL.
Esther,
Yes,
it's your
dear.
turn.
Yeah.
I hear people pronounce, in fact, I hear people mispronounce this word as pastoral.
Pastoral.
Those who
Yeah.
are very critical of syllables. Pastoral. What should we know? What should that word
The
be?
right pronunciation should be pastoral.
Pastoral, not pastoral.
Yes,
Just as
exactly.
we have electoral and not electoral.
Yeah.
You've been rightly informed. We will return with the penultimate round being the idiomatic expression. We are here to educate. And education is what is taking place right now. Please
Yeah.
stay tuned. Live on Ghana's #1 online radio, Peny Radio. We all say hope.
Hope for the hopeless.
And so, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, men and women, to your most educative program live on Ghana's #1 online radio, Peny Radio, Hope for the Hopeless. And to our penultimate round, we have our idiomatic expression. Justina, what do we have for our idiomatic expression today?
Okay, so we have to turn over a new leaf.
Can we take that again?
To turn over a new leaf means.
Okay, take the meaning. Then Esther will give us the example.
Okay, so it means to make a fresh start or to change one's attitude.
Wow. Can we get the example?
Yes, so an example. He promised to turn over a new leaf and behave himself in class.
And this particular idiomatic expression befits today's program because it's the very first program or first episode of Grammar Check in the new year 2021. So we are trying to put it out there that a very bad attitude or behavior that one had last year, the person should put a stop to it and turn over a new leaf, meaning get a fresh start to this year. This is how far we can go with this particular segment. We will return to wrap up. But before that, please, do we have comments from our loved ones out there? Viewers and listeners from anywhere?
No, please.
No, please. Okay.
I don't have.
So, this is how far we can go with this particular segment. Please stay tuned. We will return with the final round. So I hear someone giving me a message through another friend. Now, what about Leonard? Should it be Leonard or Leonard? This is actually a debate for another day.
Yes.
But one thing you should know is that this is a name, okay? And in English, there is something we call phonics. As such, I can decide to put a word like B-A-L-D. While someone will mention it as bald, the correct word is bald. So let's not be deceived by the way the word is spelled, okay? This is a name, and in English, you can have a word like K-N-O-W. You won't say kino, it's no. You get it? You would also have a word like P-S-A-L-M. In fact, those who were born before computer, I hear people say P-sound. Others say sound. Okay? And per discretion, you would have people saying Leonard. My name is Victor. And most people say what? Victor. It has come to stay. But the word for the animal, I mean the name of the animal we just looked at is leopard. But for Leonard, it's Leonard because that's the name of a person. You can decide to agree or disagree, but there should be a proof, which I have given not long ago. We are still learning, so if you have any good material that can help us to ascertain the fact of your argument, kindly push it to us through our lines 054 38 29 571 054 38 29 571. We will return to wrap up. Please stay tuned. We will return to give you the final segment, being our figure of speech, after which we will sign out here. Thank you. Please stay tuned. Justina and Esther, I think you might want to share your thoughts on what just happened and the message you received. What about Leonard?
Yeah.
I still hear the argument at the background that it's Leonard and not Leonard. Leonard. What should be your argument if you have any?
I think what you said is right because what you said is right. So I will support what you said. But if he still doesn't agree to it, I think we have to debate on this.
How do we debate this? How do we debate this? Anyway, that's why we do exist. Grammar Check is here to inform, to educate, and to entertain you. Please stay tuned. We will return with our last segment being the figure of speech. So we are back with our very last segment, which is our figure of speech. And for today's figure of speech, we have anthology. Anthology. Can one of you do us the honors?
Okay.
So anthology means a collection of pieces of poetry or other works.
So anthology in simple terms mean
A collection of pieces of poetry
or other works.
okay. So anthology in simple terms. Anthology in simple terms means
It's a collection of pieces of poetry.
Okay, so
Yeah.
simply a collection of
of
poems.
poetry.
Yeah.
That is the meaning of the word
Anthology.
Under our last segment being the figure of
Of speech.
your final words before we sign out.
Esther.
My
That-
dear.
Look into the camera.
Why are you doing that to me? Oh, it's Esther. Esther.
Look into the camera and talk.
Tintin.
Face your camera again.
Start.
Okay, so with my final words, we starting off with the introduction. We're like, we are bringing nothing but the best. So we are still urging our audience to stay glued, stay tuned, and expect the best.
Do you have any media they can, visit to get this episode of Grammar Check? Your YouTube channel.
Yeah.
What's the name of your YouTube channel?
Oh, okay. So for the YouTube channel, I'm about to create it.
Okay, so they should watch out.
So they should watch out. But for the Facebook, the name is Justina Boatsma Amwa. Justina Boatsma Amwa. Follow me on Facebook and
Instagram, I guess.
Yeah.
okay. And what do you want them to follow me on Instagram also?
Because
Yeah.
I presume you might.
We have
upload
Instagram.
With the
videos there
Instagram
too.
too is Justina
And
Amwa.
Twitter.
Okay.
Then Twitter too is Justina Amwa.
Esther,
Yeah. So, as I was about to start this program, I came with a focused mind, and I hoped everything will go on smoothly. And by the grace of God, it is going on smoothly.
Exactly.
And I expect the best and the best. And so, my viewers out there, please stay tuned and don't leave this radio station
so how
because
do
you are
they
bringing
get
the
in
best.
touch via your social media handle?
Yeah. So on my Facebook, you can follow me, and my name is Esther Newman. And on Twitter too, it's on Esther Newman at Esther Newman. Sorry. And Instagram too is Esther Newman. And on my YouTube channel, I'm yet to create one.
So
So
they should
they should
out
expect
for
it
that.
very soon. Yes, they should watch out. So when that one comes out, please, I'll let them know about it. And on LinkedIn too, it's still Esther Newman. Yes.
As usual, my YouTube name is Yetle Victor. Yetle Victor. And on Facebook as well, Yetle Victor. For all the episodes, kindly visit PenyGH on YouTube or Yetle Victor on YouTube. Please, the coronavirus pandemic is real.
Yeah.
Kindly protect yourself in order to protect others. Until we come your way next week, God willing, I am yours truly, Victor Yetle, here with
Miss Esther Newman.
And
I'm Justina What Mama.
goodbye.
Goodbye. Okay, me.